Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn April 28, 2022. Unusual dreams, visions, and audio phenomena may come to you today. You might even think you're hearing voices. Before jumping to any conclusions, rule out conditions such as tinnitus or nearby phone lines being down. Whatever happens, you're not crazy. This probably implies a growing psychic awareness. You should, however, write down what you see, hear, or learn during this time period. It could well be valuable. Think about it. Plans for social events to take place in your near neighborhood might have you spending a lot of time on the phone today. Or you might be running around in the car taking care of various errands. This may involve the healing profession in some way. Whatever it is, you feel especially strongly about it. A current or potential love partner might also be involved with your project. Invite this person to dinner. You'll probably like how the evening ends. There may be a lull in your activities today. What a relief. Perhaps you can use this time to recover somewhat. Lately you've been stressed by events both at work and at home, so why not take advantage of this brief interlude of calm to relax and enjoy yourself? It would be a good idea to go out on the town with your wife or girlfriend tonight. You could mend certain breaches that have appeared in your relationship. You could be in an enterprising mood. You'll be focused on improving your financial situation and expanding your career. Maybe you'll come up with a new plan to promote yourself, write up a resume in a more creative style, or you could create a brochure that's designed to profile your professional services. You'll be ready to market your talents in a bold way. It's good for you to be more aggressive about your career. You are in a state of siege in your own home and in your family circle. People are criticizing you constantly and you feel you're doing everything wrong. Take time to reflect before retorting, because they could actually be right on some points. If you react in a sober way, your family will regain their trust in you very quickly. All kinds of opportunities and proposals will come up this afternoon, but there's reason to be skeptical of most of them. Be miserly with your money today and make sure you don't get stuck footing an entire bill. You find the idea of meeting new people difficult, not really something you want to contemplate. If this is actually how you feel, then far better to wait a while and reflect on what you really want to achieve. When this is done, the idea of dating has a realistic purpose with much higher chances for success. You could have many brief, intense conversations with people today. You could feel like you're living in a soap opera, as ex-wives call to make sudden confessions, casual acquaintances confide secrets in you, and madness ensues with friends. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground, and don't let other people's energy disrupt you too much. You'll do best if you look at it all as an episode of a TV show or a movie of the week. In your sentimental life, you are going to be on a cloud. Whether you are single or part of a couple, Cupid will be close by and seem to whisper sweet nothings in your ear that you should repeat for the pleasure of those close to you. Your charm will conquer everyone today and you will be filled with joy and love and have great confidence in yourself. No one will be able to resist you. But don't think this will last, because this kind of situation is usually short-lived. Today may be tainted with the unfortunate element of petty gossip and rumor. It is likely that someone is pushing forward his or her agenda without any thought or concern for its impact on others. Do what you can to put a stop to such shenanigans, in order to protect the innocent. There are times when it is appropriate to be the whistleblower, and this is one of them. The moon's return to your home and family sector today was always going to see you become more emotionally and intuitively engaged and more drawn towards the things close to home. Just 8 days after the sun left, taking the solar spotlight off home, family and property matters, this was always going to be a chance to check in. However, with Venus returning next week, Jupiter a week later and Mars later next month, your intuition, instincts, and imagination will soon be picking up on a sense of anticipation. The moon's departure from your communication sector today was always going to make it easier to express yourself. Yet this has not only been a boost for Venus during the final days of her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice, but Mercury, with the planet of communication, also working to give your heart a voice in his final days in your romantic sector. Our eyes in the sky. The universe has surprises in store for us all this morning as the Piscis moon shares a positive aspect to wildcard Uranus. Look for small blessings, magical moments, and unexpected opportunities for financial gain right now, though there's no telling how big or small these payouts will be. In honor of these vibes, you might want to do something nice for someone you care about to help propel the thrill of this cosmic climate. While things could be delightfully unpredictable early on, you'll want to stay grounded by focusing on small tasks and duties throughout the remainder of the day. Communicative Mercury and expansive Jupiter face off in the sky tonight, which could cause you to feel overwhelmed or as though too many people are vying for your attention. The prospect of change and the work that goes with it could also feel like a daunting challenge to take on, which is exactly why breaking things into smaller, more digestible steps should be a priority. It's also important to remember that it's okay to step back from your responsibilities for a bit, especially if you're feeling highly stressed or tightly wound. Overnight, the moon forms an opposition to hazy Neptune, which could leave you feeling disconnected or worn down from the day's hectic energy. Use this time to decompress, and try not to have unreasonable expectations for yourself or those around you. In the late morning, the Piscis moon forms a trine to Uranus in Taurus, helping us to create order out of chaos. Emotional territory is rarely ever streamlined to a point of complete confidence, and the Virgo moon tends to see us waxing critical, overly judgmental of our own flaws or others' actions. Uranus in trine helps us to lighten up. At this juncture, we perceive that life is full of unpredictable twists and turns. What matters isn't how well we anticipate the unexpected, but how we rise to those occasions with a willingness to do what must be done. In this way, there is less pressure to be perfect and more of a willingness to go with the flow and see to matters as they arise. This is a great occasion to break away from habitual and debilitating performance anxiety. In the late afternoon, Mercury in Leo opposes Jupiter in Aquarius, inclining us to bite off more than we can chew. This transit stimulates optimism and confidence in our abilities, a great relief if we have been feeling down on our luck. However, we might swing too far in the opposite direction, talking ourselves up and agreeing to handle tasks that are bound to leave us stretched thin. We might take on projects that require skills we don't have, or knowledge that we don't have a strong background in, under the guise that we can fake it until we make it, subsequently discovering that the skill set isn't actually fakeable. If we restrict our activities to social calls or low-pressure meetups with friends, we might be better off. Those who know us best will pass less judgment on our bluster, or be less annoyed if we later renege on something we promised in the excitement of the moment.